Dablty. I'm standing here in front of the Bálna in Budapest. I think this building looks a bit like an air bubble, and that is going to play a big role in my today's video, because in some minutes I'm going to meet Bence Agócs, one of the biggest sneakerheads in Hungary, and we were going to talk about the air technology, about the whole culture, and about the newest innovation, the Vapormax. So stay tuned and follow me. And we can see that architecture always plays a big role for sneakers. For example, Tinker Hatfield was an architect before he designed all the Air Maxes, and Virgil Abloh too. Paul Tinker said too that his first Air Max was inspired by the Pompidou Museum in Paris, where you can see all through glass and everything is like completely visible, and he used the same technique at the first Air Max with the air bubble, where it was like the first shoe where you could see what's happening inside, because before there was always like a bit magic behind it, what's in the shoe. And Tinker even wanted to make it more. He even put always like neon colors on the heel that everyone looks at the air. So what do you think about the first Air Max, the Air Max 1? Do you like it, or did the air play a big role for you already when you were young?
Well, when I was young, I had no choice to buy these trainers. I grew up with my mom, so she only like bought like, you know, like little Nikes. No air bubble, no nothing in it, but it was alright. When I first became a sneaker fan, I would say I was 14, and my first trainer, like sneaker, is maybe the Stefan Janowski. That was the point when I was like, alright, it's gonna be part of my life because I love them. I would start to check them, check the websites. I wasn't even going to shop anything. I was just like going through all those websites and checking the trainers. So Nike was one of my first like inspiration to get this direction in my life.
You know, there's the Macklemore song Wings. Yeah, it's like about the whole Air Max evolution, Air Max culture, all the Jordans. What do you think? How big a role does like hip hop and rap music play in the world of sneakers?
I think it's a huge part of it. What I see, what I can tell you from what I see, of course, is like big designers, big rappers, like A$AP Rocky, Migos right now. Like they are the people who you're going after with them.
Okay, so let's get back to the Vapormax. I mean, it's like a really complex shoe. I just wore it. It is made of 39,000 pieces, and it's more complicated than like a really high technology engine. So yeah, I already said it is made like an engine. It's not only like a bubble anymore. It's something completely new. I mean, they had, I think, 150 tests just before they really could say that they have the Vapormax. So what do you think about this, about the whole, how it's like complex and complicated? What do you think about that?
When it first came out, as we were talking about the light gray one, I tried them on. That was a little bit weird, like feeling, because your feet didn't get like used to it before, because like it's a really new design, it's a really new feeling, it's a really new thing in like Nike history, and of course every kind of like trainer history, sneaker history. When I first tried on, first of all, I have to tell you that I love all the Flyknit, the Racer, the Flyknit trainer. So I really love them. And as you know, the first one made of that material. So the first Vapormax was of course a Flyknit upper, and every single one. So I tried them on. I was walking a couple days in it, and first of all, to be honest, it was a weird feeling. But after a few hours, I felt it really good.
Yeah.
And my first impression was, I was like, I thought it's gonna be a little softer. The air bubble is gonna be really softer, because what I felt is it's like a strong air bubble. It's like a really strong air bubble. It's because, as you see, if you just hold that trainer, you're thinking about like it's the whole sole is like an air bubble. So you're thinking like it must be like really soft, because like it's air, like. So you have to think, you must think like, oh yeah, it must be really soft when you're walking, but no, it's not. It's actually like a really strong, like a really hard sole. So it's really good.
And if it's like on a high level,
I mean, I watched a lot of videos before I really get to try on the Vapormax about it, like the reviews, and there was one sentence what like really got me, and now I can really say that's so true, because when you're wearing the Vapormax, when we compare it to other shoes, other sneakers, you just want to do more. I mean, like you don't have this feeling that you want to walk like all day, but you want to really do more. It's just like a bit adventurous, bit unstable feeling, and I think it's just great. It's something completely new. And you just said flying it, so you'll have to fly it. We are actually one of the first who got to try and to wear the first Vapormax with mesh upper. So what do you think about these that we are wearing right now?
Well, yeah, I'm wearing it right now. It just came a couple of days ago, as for you as well. It's a whole brand design. To be honest, when it came, I haven't seen this like mesh upper before on the Vapormaxes, so it was a huge surprise for me. I wasn't even sure how it feels when I put my feet in it, but it feels really nice. It feels really nice. It feels like it holds your feet a little like stronger than the Flyknit, and it's made for kids. This is a really important part of it. So I would say that is the Flyknit is, you have to be careful with it. You have to be really nice with it. You have to take care of the Flyknit part. But these mesh is, you can just rock it, you can just run it, you can just go home, swipe the dirt off.
Yeah, and I mean, we've really talked about how good is it and all the techniques, but do you think it's really accepted in the sneaker game, the whole Vapormax, or do you think they did a good job to bring it into the sneakerhead culture?
Depends. I would say depends. When they came out with the first hyped, like big hyped Vapormax, the Comme des Garçons collaboration, when it has like no laces, that was I would say that was the first moment when they were like saying like, yeah, I accept it, that's a hype on it, that's something cool. So this is what I would say, the first day when all the sneakerheads were like, alright, that's cool. That was that collaboration with Comme des Garçons. So from that point, they know collaborations are gonna come out with this silhouette. They're gonna make it big, and of course, as we see right now, Virgil just made the collaboration with Vapormax, and I can see farther. I can see the new collaborations. As you could see, Clot made the University Red colorway as well. So they have collaborations, and they will have collaborations as well. I'm pretty sure about that. We are one of the first people on the world who can try on and try the first Vapormaxes with not an invisible air bubble anymore. So this is one of the first Air Max, if I can say that, what came out in like a full triple black colorway, and it's not even invisible anymore. So what do you think about it? How do you like it? How do you feel yourself to be one of the first?
I mean, it's just like a huge honor to be one of the first, and it's just crazy. I mean, when I first saw the shoe, I loved the colorway. So I honestly have never had really triple black sneakers, so I wear more like a lot of colors. But when I saw this one, I just had the feeling that this one is like the right one to be the first, because I mean, it's not like completely visible anymore what's happening, but still you know, because at this shoe it's just whole air and there's nothing else. And I mean, I don't even think that it really loses this effect that you can see it, because you're just like walking on air and you just see how you're walking on air, and it's awesome. So the whole Vapormax with the colorway, so it's crazy. I don't know if you know who designed the Vapormax. It was Mark Newson, but I think it's just like crazy how for example, like Tinker Hatfield just got a legend. Everyone, pretty much everyone knows him, but Mark Newson is like, I don't know. I mean, it's just like he's not everyone knows that he did it, and actually it's even like one of the biggest revolutions that you're completely walking on air. And I think they've worked the most with this shoe ever. So what do you think about it? Why can someone achieve just like a legend status like Tinker?
To achieve that position in the world, you have to step a huge step. You have to walk with big steps. You have to think quickly. You have to dream big. This is one of the best. Like,
it was really good what you just said, that you just have to have the idea and just do it. Because I mean, last week I was at a big branding festival, at a huge branding festival, and there were two guys who just like really got me. They were of the super group, and they said that they always brought like examples from the world of music, of rock, and they said that every like hit single was always just written in an hour, or was just an idea. Because I mean, you just have to have the idea. You can't do it that now I'm going to make like a new revolution, a new air bubble, new air technology. You can't do it. You just have to have the idea. I mean, they had it. So
not even the sneaker community. Just think about your like own ideas. If you think about your idea, like, is it good? Is it gonna be good, or is it just gonna like get away? Just get an idea, go after it, find your way to reach that point where you are like, all right, it's working really good. So don't give up, do it. Don't even think about it. If you have an idea and you think it's gonna be good, it's gonna hit like that stage, just do it.
So it's just like an amazing feeling. For me, it's my first Vapormax, and it was just like something completely new. And I don't know how the Flyknits are, so I've never tried them, but these mesh really got me. So I think it's just like maybe the best air shoe that has ever been and was ever born. Do you think so too, or are there any like Air Maxes which you like the most? Like more like, are they more comfortable or something like that?
For comfortability, is the Vapormax is the best. I tried. Well, I mean, I really love the Air Max ones, because how they look. What's the history behind it? What's the colorways? I really love them, but to be honest, those are not the comfiest shoe ever. I tried on the 90s, the 95s, the 97s, but they are not my. They're not my. I didn't feel like my own shoe. So when the silver bullet came out in the 97, you know, I tried them on because it was a big hype on it in London. I don't know what was going on.
Like just yesterday I was watching a very good video. So I think just like the 97 was like Nike's 2017 project maybe, because I mean they just generated a huge hype on it of nowhere. So I mean it was just like a normal shoe pretty much, like normal, and then it came and they made something so big out of it. So there were a lot of collabs. I mean there was even a Swarovski 97 for the girls. So I think it was just like a really good shoe. So my parents don't like how they look, but I love them.
Wow, when it first came out, I mean not the first came out, in this year when it came out, the 97, the silver bullet, they made a huge hype, as you said, from nowhere, and everybody was going crazy for them. That was a huge resell on them on the first one. Of course, Nike is smart. Like they were restocking them in every single week, but after that, the golden bullet just came out. So the first one, the silver bullet, then was the golden bullet, and it became a huge hype on it. If I might be wrong, but if I'm right, the silver bullet came out, then the golden bullet came out, then the silver bullet came out with the Swarovski, like crystals, if I'm right. And now they are like so many colorways. I tried them on, and I felt it kind of heavy. I felt it kind of huge on my own feet because I have a USA. I'm a USA. I got a little feet, and it was just huge on my feet. So I was like, all right, I leave this one. I'm not gonna rock it.
Yeah, so I couldn't try them on, but they look really good. So, but yeah, the Vapormax is like the perfect, like the combining of these two, because it's like freaking comfortable, and it looks awesome. So I think it just like got the perfect shoe of Nike.
What's really important for the community is it's not just for running. It's not just for running. It's for like an every single day shoe, if you can say, like every single day shoe. You can just walk in it. You can stand in it. This is one of my big this was one of my big problem before, because it's hard to find that trainer what you can like stand hours, like 10 hours in it. When I was working for JD Sports, I had so many customers who came to me and they were asking like, sir, I'm working on retail, I'm standing like 8, 9 or 10 hours per day. I can't even sit down on that day. I'm standing in every single minute. What do you recommend? Like, what do you say? What trainer is that trainer for me? And to be honest, from Nike, I really couldn't say. I could say like Lunar, Soles, but after the Vapormax came out and I was using them, I knew I could say that, yeah, buy that one and your feet is not gonna hurt after that day. So this how I sold so many Vapormax, and they were saying, yeah, it's really good, my feet doesn't hurt in it.
So yeah, hopefully Nike is going to sell that good too. So thank you very much for talking. I think it was like a really interesting talk. So thanks, man.
No problem.
We hope to see you soon again. Bye.